associated with UNICEF, which is an organization that doesn't care about young children, 5, 7, 8. I'll tell you a few stories. I'll tell you a few stories. There was a 7-year-old child. They were all sitting and drawing, like with colors in this one learning center that UNICEF has created in the middle of these camps. And I'm sure you all know what these camps look like more than me, how unstable they are, how the conditions are extremely difficult, and especially now with the monsoon coming up, it's very difficult that any of those structures will survive. So these children, they were drawing. So I went and asked, can I see some of your drawings? So I picked up the drawing book, and I was looking back at the drawings that he had done before. When they arrived into Cox's Bazar, which was about August, September last year, when the big influx of refugees from Myanmar came into Bangladesh, him and his family had walked for about 15 days, and all his drawings were children playing soccer on a football field and helicopters spraying bullets at them. Rocket launchers, and these are 5, 6-year-old children. Rocket launchers being launched at their homes. Heads lying separate, bodies lying separate, hands lying separate. Sabse important. This has been one of my most life-changing trips that I have made along with UNICEF. I've had the incredible good fortune of working and being associated with UNICEF, which is an organization that doesn't care about the history, the geography, the physicality, anything of a child, except the fact that it's a child. And every child deserves a future, and every child deserves an opportunity to contribute to humanity. And I think that I find myself extremely privileged that I can take UNICEF's message to the world and actually be a means to an end. Refugee camps, other refugee camps around the world. And the one thing that I the one thing that I take back here, I spent a lot of time with very young children, 5, 7, 8. I'll tell you a few stories. Tick? Okay. I'll tell you a few stories. There was a 7-year-old child. They were all sitting and drawing, like with colors in this one learning center that UNICEF has created in the middle of these camps. And I'm sure you all know what these camps look like more than me, how unstable they are, how the conditions are extremely difficult, and especially now with the monsoon coming up, it's very difficult that any of those structures will survive. So these children, they were drawing. So I went and asked, can I see some of your drawings? So I picked up the drawing book, and I was looking back at the drawings that he had done before. When they arrived into Cox's Bazar, which was about August, September last year, when the big influx of refugees from Myanmar came into Bangladesh, him and his family had walked for about 15 days, and all his drawings were children playing soccer on a football field and helicopters spraying bullets at them. Rocket launchers, and these are 5, 6-year-old children. Rocket launchers being launched at their homes. Heads lying separate, bodies lying separate, hands lying separate. Now these are children at 5, 6, 7. That's what they remember. That's what they know. I had the incredible opportunity and good fortune of meeting Honorable Prime Minister today, the Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh today, and we spent a lot of time talking about this, and I really, really have to applaud the government of Bangladesh, who has opened up their borders and allowed so many refugees to come in, almost 1 million people. I'm too small, I feel, to speak about political situations like this, or maybe not as aware. But I would only like to speak about, I'm not someone who believes in a blame game. I think that creates more hatred and more animosity. I would rather look at the future and see that instead of focusing on the violence of the past and responding with anger or hatred, I think it's important to focus on the future of these kids and put our positivity in that direction. That's what I would like to say. I don't think I have done anything to anyone where they would want to hurt me. All I have seen is love in Bangladesh since I have come. Everyone that I have met, whether it was the children, whether it was the people, whether it was the security, the police, whether it was the Prime Minister, whether it is all of you, so far. You know, when I went and met the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister today, she gave me a gift, books of her father's. And on that was a card which said Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. As soon as I have a card which said Prime Minister of Children Priyanka Chopra, I'll talk to the government. I'm also as smart as you.
All right. Let's see who else wants to attempt to ask a question related to Priyanka's visit.
Ambassador of UNICEF, and I will advocate for the global community, you, all of you, to be responsible for children around the world. But when I become Prime Minister, you watch, giving personally.
You were asking for your message.
Okay. So you're right, this is a political problem, and we don't have the answers to the political problems because we don't have those powers. But as human beings, we have the ability. No donation is small. Not even, no donation. Whatever you feel in your heart, whatever you can do. You know, little babies are fed small packets of ready-to-eat peanut butter paste, which has 500 calories.